Alright folks, this is it. People have submitted their entries, we've got them all collected here, and you're gonna get to see them. It's time for some PCG Jam.
The War of the Bucket. It's not a rules making game, it's like more of like a construction. So when you buy the game, you'll be getting 4 pages. If you guys want to play the game, you can buy it in the PCG store.
Okay, so I'm digging the art, I'm digging the title. I like that it's a War of the Bucket, and it is a literal War of the Bucket. That is cool. And making it a never-ending PCG, that is really cool and ties into the theme really well. But wait, there's more, because, you know, there's always more. It's never-ending. I like the comic, the comic book cutscene, so well done, Cold Brooding Werewolf.
Application for the PCG Jam. So yeah. Alright, okay. So as you can see, there's a little alien guy there. And then you play through it with a coin, and then here you decide which one kills you. You know, you flip a coin. And then got this little puzzle section here, you see, and then you need the mic in order to do it. Well, that means you have to speak it out, and then after that we got the end. So yeah, it's just a quick little game.
Alright, JCC, I dig your alien creatures. I'm liking that you're including some good puzzle solving in there, and a few choices based on coins, and that's a nice Zuvak cameo at the end. So great job, JCC.
My proper application. Well, before wasn't, but this is Batman Arkham Asylum. Yes, I made a PCG out of it.
I'm actually going to be showing you guys one of my paper computer games that I made. It's not yet finished. So right here, it does get a little PCG-ish. See here, you have lots and lots of Easter eggs. You see right there, you got the Pokemon Stop the movie. You got Spaceballs, the movie. You see here, there's rated G or PG-13. So yeah, I did really good. I worked really hard on this. You see right there, you know, Peter Parker was playing Ghost. So yeah, what I'll tell you about this is that there are like lots and lots of PCG Easter eggs you can find. There are like Pokemon Stop Easter eggs, Zuvak tutorial mod Easter eggs. You can probably, you know, see. So while you're looking at this, I want to see for the people who can find Ginkus. Let me know in the comment section if you found Ginkus and like point to like where's it at. Like I don't show really much, but yeah. I was thinking of making this game kind of like an open world. So this is open world. It does have missions you can do. Because you know because this was based off of a Marvel Spider-Man PS4.
Yeah, so JPGS, I used to play those Spider-Man games back in the day, so good inspiration there. I never got around to playing the PS4 one, unfortunately, because I don't have the PS4. But really good art. Looks beautiful. The PCG cameos, oh my gosh, so many, and it's awesome. It has been so long since I've had a good Ginkus, hunt. I used to hide those in my drawings all the time, and it's been so many years. It's a blast from the past. It's awesome that you did that. Like all the cameos, the Pokemon Stop, the Spaceballs. Oh man, so many throwbacks. So yeah, that looks really cool. Really good job, JPGS.
My PCG is called Paradox, and here's the title page. I drew, I guess you can say it's like a portal with tutorial bot right there. He has nothing to do with the game, unfortunately, but you know, I thought it'd be cool to draw him right here. The game is based off of a character I call Zero, which you will find out by yourself in the game. My idea for the game jam was actually time travel, but it didn't win, so I decided to tie it into this anyway since it worked. The point of the game is to travel to the future to see what has happened to society, you know, what happened to the world. It's all destroyed and ruined and stuff like that. And you gotta find clues to find out why it's all destroyed. And then you go, there's 3 portals that you go through. One portal goes to the past, one portal goes to the future, and one portal leads you to the end of the game.
Okay, so we haven't seen the whole game yet, but this looks really cool. The cover that Salman made is super awesome. I'm really digging that tutorial bot coming out of the portal. Really good, like one of the classic PCG covers. I like the whole time travel idea and, you know, being able to visit different eras. Might be interesting to see a time travel PCG Jam at some point in the future after this one is over. But yeah, this is a really cool concept. I'm interested to see more. Looking forward to seeing the rest of the game. So great job, Salman.
So guys, this is my PCG for the PCG Jam. It's Raxon the boy. For this, you are this person, and there are 2 types of cave, and you have to go inside them. And each cave, you have to go to a garage. Okay. Then you have to you find the type of machine, and you have to find its key. There's a lock here. Okay. 3 type of doors. These doors have different type of adventure. Okay. So you can see. So the person can choose any door. So I choose door 2. So this is a door 1 game. This is the door 1 game also. This is a door 2 game. This is a door 3 game.
Okay, so you're going through it kind of quickly, so I can't see everything, but I'm digging that it's sort of a PCG that lets you kind of explore the environment, you know, have to find keys and unlock doors with them. I like the idea of including 3 different doors leading to 3 different adventures, and that is certainly more, so way to connect it to theme, and great job, Angry KP.
1.
What you in? Space, space, space.
Okay, so this is a great use of color, and I'm liking the whole cinematic, you know, your use of music in the video. And of course, Poyencio is just cool in general. I mean, like, you know, all the tentacles flying everywhere and like the eyes and everything. Poyencio in outer space, pretty cool. I'm liking the whole Star Trek vibes, and like the inclusion of the owl there is just perfect because, you know, there wouldn't ordinarily be an owl in space, but it kind of fits because you see an owl at night against the moon. So it's a fun inclusion. So great job, Via. Great going.
So it is Space Cells.
Whoa.
In Space Cells is a QVC style infomercial channel, but from a satellite in the Zoniat system.
Whoa.
Now, you play the anchor broker, like the head person, like you're the best like seller at, like you are the personality of Space Cells. As the product that you have to sell and modify and augment, you are given a salad spinner.
Alrighty. I've got to sell this here salad spinner. Hello, can I help you with a salad spinner?
I think it's too advanced. I'm not that good with technology, and I...
3 questions, okay? And 3 needs, dare I say. Okay, number 1.
Ma'am, I completely understand your concerns, but I assure you our salad spinner will address all of them. In the first place, it is fully compatible to mesh with your cybernetic core.
Hello! I am Galaxar in the singular!
Yeah, so this was a really creative use of this theme, but wait, there's more. Chris really embraced that theme with putting you in the actual context where people usually say that in real life. Infomercials. Like, the art is gorgeous. I dig Chris's doodles in general, but when combined with awesome iPad art, it looks amazing. The characters are awesome. The premise is cool. I like how it's tied in to the rest of the PCG universe with references to, you know, other people's PCGs as well as characters from his own. Harold Farzikin coming back, who is the enemy in Ghosts. Awesome. Love that. And it was just a really fun PCG to play through, you know, like having fun making stuff up. It's a new kind of PCG that gives you kind of creativity. And the space theme, giving it like science fiction on top of the whole infomercial thing, just makes it even cooler. Like, it lets you be creative to think of all sorts of insane science fiction ideas. A salad spinner that has like heavy artillery inside of it. So really great job. But Chris sucks in general, so bad job, Chris. You suck.
On our title screen, go to page 1. We have a number right here, so it says 0. The next page says 1. Then we're going to go to page 1. To solve this puzzle on page 1, look at the first letters of all of these things. So L-E-F-T, so left. C-O-R-N-E-R, so corner. So left corner. You're going to fold it down and it says go to page 2. I'm going to go to page 2. This page is actually your first number letter puzzle. I'm actually going to quickly write those in. So this first message says go to page 4. So you pretty much just have to figure out which words match up. So it's going to say go 4 pages ahead. Now, this is probably the most flashiest page of them all. So I'm just going to cut that right there and fold it up. So now it says, for those whose sides are 3 should surely go to ground. Basically, that's just a long thing that's just saying, look for something that has 5 sides. It's time to create a number. Since it says go to page, you can only figure that there's going to be a number that's going to be created. A big 9, so it says go to page 9 then. So Maze, go back to the roots of PCGs, which I actually heard they're usually followed by flying scenes. However, in this case it's not so. There are 4 exits that you can go to on each corner.
Alright, so Flamespot, I really dig the whole puzzly vibe. It sort of reminds me of those old Osborne puzzle adventure books I used to play with when I was a kid, you know, how there's, you know, all sorts of different activities on different pages, and depending on what you get, it takes you from one page to the other. You have to sort of find clues, interpret them, and let them lead you to the right place. That is really cool. I like that there's a lot of cutting and folding, and there's a lot of your hands being engaged with the paper. That is something that most PCGs aren't able to do, and you did it really well. So, incorporating riddles, and also the PCG nods in there, from the maze screen to like tutorial bot on the cover. And by the way, that cover is really pretty. That is a really nice art over there. So great job, Flamespot. So Yak Games, this really felt like playing one of the classic PCGs, and it was awesome. So I really like, having environments where there's a lot to explore, a lot of different items to check out, a lot of different ways to use them, and you allow for a lot of creativity there. And you have some cool characters in there, with the guy out front of the facility, as well as the bird who you have to keep bribing with chocolate to keep following you. I like that you do something interesting with save game. I mean, there have been a few PCGs that have done that, but it's cool that you're willing to explore, like, hey, maybe save game isn't just a game mechanic. Maybe, it's, part of this universe, and like, what's the story behind it? How does the company react to it? That's cool. And I like that you attach this to established, like, this is sort of built into established PCG lore, which is not something I see a lot, actually. I mean, like, a lot of people, will make cameos of Zuvak or Tutorial Bot or whatever, and that's awesome, but, like, you went, like, one step further in sort of, like, actually delving into the story and connecting this to that. Like, the fact that More is a branch of the company, that is super cool. And, making references to Zuvak, to Zack, and how their previous adventures have affected this. Like, it felt like, part of that universe. Like, the whole, like, when you save game, the guards multiply. Whoa, that is cool. I like that. I mean, it's not the first PCG ever to have consequences for saving game, but that is super cool. So, great job, Yak Games.
And then here, you decide which one kills you, you flip a coin.
These doors have different type of adventure, okay?
There's 3 portals that you go through. One portal goes to the past, one portal goes to the future, and one portal leads you to the end of the game.
Alright, folks, so that was really cool. Legitimately awesome. I mean, we haven't done anything like this before. I mean, we've done a few contests, but this is the first one where a lot of people really participated in PCG Jam, where we're all working together making PCGs around the same theme, and it worked out really well. It was really awesome to see all of your guys' games, and I know I've been saying mostly positive things about all these games, but I really do like all of them. Like all of them are so creative. They have so many interesting ideas in totally different ways, and some are shorter, some have more fleshed out ideas and more fleshed out stories, but all of them are good. All of them have something to add, and that's sort of the point of this PCG Jam. And I hope all of these will continue to be part of the PCG universe in some way or another. So this was super fun going through all of your entries, playing some of them, learning about some of them, asking questions about them, and yeah, I hope this won't be the last PCG Jam, because this was a lot of fun, and it was a great way to bring out all this awesome creativity in the PCG community. And this is sort of like the fun of paper computer games, is the community of it. The PCG Jam is a great way to do that. So thank you guys for participating. This is awesome. I never really expected that something like this with PCGs could really be possible, and I'm really glad it is. So thank all you guys for making it possible, for participating. Thanks for watching, and have a great day, folks. Alright, you guys, so technically I did not finish this game on time, not even remotely on time for the PCG Jam, so technically my game is excluded. I do not count. This is not an official part of the PCG Jam. The only reason I decided to show it to you guys anyways, because some people were asking what I would come up with and really wanted to see what I would do. So I made it anyway, but it is not an official canon part of the PCG Jam. Take that as you will. This game is called, and it stars this person. Her name is Evie, and she is a college student. recently Evie has discovered that she has the ability to save game. And here she is, studying late at the college library, and she's studying late. In fact, she doesn't realize how late it gets. She kind of loses track of time, and the library closes and it locks down. So this door over here is locked. And she notices over here, you can see it, that is the very same bucket that we saw in War of the Bucket by Cold Brooding Werewolf. Because she's a history student, she recognizes it. She recognizes its significance. She knows all about the War of the Bucket, and she realizes that, this is sort of a janitor's closet over here. And so obviously somebody's mistaking this for an ordinary bucket, but this is no ordinary bucket. This is the holy bucket from the War of the Bucket, you guys. So this is a very important bucket. She recognizes it, nobody else does, and she's like, oh shoot, I've got to do something about that bucket before it starts another War of the Bucket. So she tries to interfere, but that is going to lead throughout this game to a series of problems, because the first time she tries to save game, she sees a mysterious figure kind of watching her, and something is not right. Someone is here. Someone's come to find her. If you follow these stairs upwards, they will take you to the roof. Here she is. Here's Evie. And she is confronted by this guy. Dun dun dun. Now, this guy's name is Mr. Moore, and he's an agent of Moore, the massive oversight regarding Earth, which is, of course, a division of the company, as seen in the Complete Guide to Secret Agent Save Game and More by Yak Games. And he offers her a deal. Listen, turn over the bucket to me, and with it, turn over your ability to save game. If you turn over your ability to save game, I'll leave you alone. That's all I'm here to do. Because this guy, he's working for Moore. Moore is very concerned about people who save game, and he wants to eliminate her as a threat. So, if she gives away her ability to save game, which he believes she can do using the bucket, he will leave her alone. But if she does that, it's going to be game over. But meanwhile, a War of the Bucket will break out downstairs. You know what? I really should play this PCG, so I'm not going to reveal way too much more. But for now, basically the idea is that every time you save game, you're going to have to go into a different world. I'll just show you one of those for now. These are called challenge worlds. They are sort of extracted from different periods of Evie's history. Here is Evie as a kid, and she has to get past her childhood bullies with the bucket, which for some reason the bucket has followed her back in time to this time period. But also something is not right, because over here you can see there's an alien. It's one of the aliens from Space PCG by JCC, and she definitely does not remember seeing that alien here before when she was actually, at this time. So something is going on. But her goal is to get back inside the building with the bucket without being stopped by any of these guys. Oh, and also, just to make this a little extra spicy, Mr. Moore is here. He is charming us with his presence, and he is just kind of like, there's just sort of energy coming from his staff. No one seems to notice him except for Evie, though. What's she gonna do? If you guys want to find out, I'm gonna have to wait till I play this PCG. There's lots more where that came from. There's gonna be 3 challenge sections altogether, and yeah, it's gonna be fun stuff. Thanks for watching, folks. Hey folks, thanks for watching. Sorry it took so long to get this video out. It took over a week, and it wasn't for lack of trying. This took a lot more editing than I expected. I thought it was going to be easy. Also, I'd like to thank Cold Brooding Werewolf for the logo I used at the beginning of the video and in the thumbnail. And thank you guys for watching. This was a lot of fun, and we should do another PCG Jam at some point in the future. Let me know down in the comments what you thought of this video in general, what I could have added. Let me know what you thought of the jam. Let me know what you thought of everyone's PCGs.